today's session. Have a look. So actually, I want to go with the PowerPoint presentation slides. Have a look, guys. So this part we have already covered now. Have a look, online, offline. Just look at all of you guys. This part we have already covered in the last class. What we covered, what is a language? Say yes or no. What is a language? This part we have already covered. What is a language? Then I told you language is a what? Powerful way. Just a small recap. Just a small recap. Language is a powerful way of communication. Now I also told you that a programming language is a what, sir? It is the communication between the what? User and the system. And every language follows what? Syntax and semantics now. Say yes or no. Syntax and semantics. Every language follows what? Syntax and semantics. Then I told you what? Then I told you something about what? Data types. How many data types we have in Java? 8 data types. Byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. Total how many data types? 8 data types we have in Java. Perfect. Now, sir, I told you now what is the difference between statically typed and dynamically typed language? Statically typed is nothing but what? Strongly typed language. Dynamically typed is nothing but what? Loosely typed language. Clear, all of you? Statically typed and dynamically typed. Now I told you about what? Variables. What is variable? Okay, in the complete idea I have given to you. And then we see what is the drawback of variables. So till up to here we have completed in our what? First class. Small things are completed. Now today you give the heading flavors of Java language. So what are the flavors we have, sir? We have ice cream flavors now. Similarly, here also we have what? Flavors of Java language. Please give the heading flavors of Java language. Flavors of Java language. Okay, flavors of Java language. Given heading, all of you. Flavors of Java language. So what are the flavors? Have a look. I'm going to tell you. Sir, flavors of what? Java language. So actually we have 3 flavors. How many flavors, guys? We have total 3 flavors in Java language. What are those? The first, look at here. Actually I want to say you something, sir. There is no official term called core Java. There is nothing called core Java. Okay, core Java, advanced Java, these names are given by what? Institutions. These names are given by what? Institution. There is nothing called core Java. There is nothing called what? Advanced Java. Are you getting my point, all of you? Sir, the first name is what? JSE. What is the first name? JSE. JSE stands for what? JSE stands for Java Standard Edition. Java what, sir? Standard Edition. Okay, Java Standard Edition. Now it is also known as what? It is also, don't write. First look at, give time, listen carefully. So Java Standard Edition, this is also known as what, sir? J2 SE. J2 SE. Java 2 Standard Edition. What, sir? Java 2 Standard Edition. Java 2 Standard Edition. And popularly it is known as what? Core Java. Popularly it is called as what? Core Java. No official term called what? Core Java. There is an official term called what? J Standard Edition. Similarly, the next flavor is what? What is the next flavor? JEE. What is the next flavor? JEE. Sir, Java Enterprise Edition. What, sir? Enterprise Edition. Java Enterprise Edition, and this Online guys, am I audible? My voice is clear, screen is visible guys. Now actually there was a problem with internet. Okay, fine. I told you sir, what is the second flavor we have? JEE. JEE is what sir? Java Enterprise Edition or what? J2EE. J2EE Java. Java 2 what? Enterprise Edition. Java 2 Enterprise Edition. And the third and last flavor is what? Sir, third and last flavor is what? JME. What sir? JME. Java Micro. What sir? Micro or mobile. Java Micro or what? Mobile Edition. Popularly known as what sir? J2ME. 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 Java 2 what sir? Micro Edition. Java 2 Micro Edition. Micro Edition or what? Mobile Edition. Java 2 Micro Edition or Mobile Edition. Now look at JC Java Standard Edition or what sir? Java 2 Standard Edition or what sir? Core Java. JEE Java Enterprise Edition or J2EE or Java 2 what? Enterprise Edition. And this is popularly known as what sir? Advanced Java. And look at this is what? This is popularly known as what? Android application. What sir? Android application. Okay, please take this. So these three flavors we have. Java 2 Standard Edition, Java 2 Enterprise Edition, Java 2 Micro or Mobile Edition. My voice clear guys, online guys, voice is clear. Are you getting my voice? You're facing problem. Please tell me. Please write in the chat window. Voice is clear, all of you. Okay, you please write down. If still the voice is not clear, we will change the network. Done? Say yes or no? You got the idea? Come on, guys, all of you. Are you getting my point? So how many total flavors we have? 3 flavors. Okay, first one is you can say core Java. Second one is what? Advanced Java. And third one is what? Mobile application. That is what? Android application. Android application. Now the same thing is available in the presentation part. Have a look. The same thing is available in the presentation. Sir, flavors of what is the first flavor? Java Standard Edition. What is the next flavor? Java Enterprise Edition. Okay, Java Enterprise Edition. And what is the last flavor? Java Micro Edition. It is also known as what? Mobile Edition. Micro Edition or what? Mobile Edition. Okay. Some network problem is there. Online guys are telling that they're not fluctuating. Sir, what is the difference between, please write down, continue. What is the difference between standalone application standalone application and web-related application. What is the difference between standalone application and web-related application? What is the difference between standalone application and web-related application? Okay, wait. We are changing the network. Please wait. Font side. Okay. Please wait, guys. Today's the network problem. Online guys are facing some problem. Okay, online guys, we are changing the network. Please wait. Okay, fine. So let's continue. Online guys, now my voice is clear. You can see the screen. Just confirm me once. Make it fast, please. Are you getting my voice? Perfect. Yes, fine. So let's say. So now I am talking about what? I am talking about what is the difference between what? What is the difference between standalone application and what? Web related application. What is the difference? What is the difference between standalone application and what? Web related application. Try to understand what is the difference. Have a look. Sir, what do you mean by standalone application? What do you mean by standalone application? Have a look. Standalone application. Standalone application. So what do you mean by standalone application? If you look at the name carefully, what is the name, sir? Stand alone. Stand alone. Sir, what is standalone, sir? Look at. Sir, let's say I have a system. I have a computer system. I have a laptop, whatever you think. Okay, this is my system. This is my system. Now, in this system, listen very carefully. In this system, if you develop your program, listen, if you create your program, creation of the program, okay, compilation of the program, and execution of the program. Creation, compilation, and execution. You are developing the program in the same machine. You are compiling the program in the same machine. Even the program execution is also done in the same machine only. Then it is called what? Stand-alone application. Okay, are you getting my point? Sir, creation, compilation, and execution. Everything is done in a single system. Then it is called what? Standalone application. Sir, can you tell me some example? Sir, C language, C++, even what? JSE, Java Standard Edition, Core Java. Okay, Java Standard Edition means what, sir? Core Java. Okay, Core Java. So C, C++, Core Java, these all program execution is done in a single system or not? Program creation, program compilation, and program execution. Everything is done on a what, sir? Single system. Okay, are you getting my point? So first you please give the heading standalone application. All of you give the heading standalone application and you please continue with me. Write on. Please write on. Give the heading standalone application and write on. If the creation of the program, comma, compilation of the program, and execution of the program, creation of the program, compilation of the program, and execution of the program, everything is done in a single system. Then it is called standalone program. Standalone programs. Then it is called standalone programs. Then it is called what? Standalone programs. Try to understand, some hidden word is there, some hidden thing is there. So try to give your concentration, try to understand the logic, what this standalone programs is telling you. Have a look, listen very carefully. Sir, this part is clear? Give your full concentration, sir. Little bit tricky concept. So this part is clear. You got the idea. If the creation of the program, compilation of the program, and execution, everything is done in a single system, then it is called what? Standalone programs. Standalone programs. Don't write. Have a look, sir. It is also known as software. What, sir? Software or desktop application. Desktop. What, sir? Desktop application. Have a look. Don't write. First look at desktop application. Are you getting my point? It is also known as what? Software or what? Desktop application. Desktop application. Now, sir, what do you mean by software or desktop application? Sir, I'm not getting. What do you mean by desktop or software application? Try to feel the difference. Try to understand the thing very clearly. Have a look. Let me save this. So in the desktop, let's say I'm saving some with name A. Have a look. Sir, let's say let's assume your college, we all are developer. Assume that we all are what? Developer. We are all what? Developer. Now assume your college came to our company. Your college came to our company. Okay, this is our company. Let's say Naresh IT is our company. We all are working as a what, sir? Developer. We all are working as a developer, and Naresh IT is our company. Sir, fortunately, our college came as a client. Okay, our college visited this Naresh IT as a what? As a client. Now, what is the requirement of your college? Sir, what is the requirement of the college? College wants an application. College wants an application. Try to understand. Sir, what application college wants? Sir, college wants one application that here the college will put what? Name, or better to give roll number. Roll numbers are uniquely identified. So better to give roll number. So let's say college wants one application. What is that application? I'm telling you, try to understand. Sir, college will provide you the roll number. From roll number, I can uniquely identify a student or not. Let's see what I'm saying. From roll number, I can uniquely identify a student or not. Sir, why roll number is given to student? Why employee number is given to student? Think about this. If someone is going to ask you, sir, we have already named now. We have already name or not? We have already name. Then why roll number is required? We have already name in the company. Then why employee number is required? So roll number is required. Employee number is required. What? For uniquely identify the client or not? Let's say I am a faculty Ravi. Some another faculty name also Ravi or not? Then how would you identify? Or by roll number, if I am a student, by roll number or not? Getting my point? So how would you identify the students if the name are matched? How would you identify the employee if the names are matched? So to uniquely identify whether employee or student, what we need? We need some roll number, we need some what? Employee number. So from this roll number, we can uniquely identify a student or not? Come on, respond guys. So let's say if I am writing here 101. So of course from 101 roll number, one particular student is registered or not. And you can usually identify that particular student or not. So here the college will provide the roll number. Now what is your need? You need to fetch the name. You need to fetch the name. You need to fetch the address. You need to fetch the mobile number. You need to fetch the course. What is the course? You need to fetch what? Session. What, sir? Session. And very important for college prospective fees. Yes or no? So let's see. So now we have a roll number, then we have a what? Name. Okay, here we have a name, here we have an address. Your college doesn't know anything. What is software? What is a website? College is a non-technical person, sir. Do you expect that your college first learn Java and then it will come to Naresh IT for creating the software? It is a non-technical person. Sir, college is just telling the requirement. Sir, I need something like that. I have seen somewhere. I need something like that. Okay, I need something like that. And then finally here there is a button. Finally, here there is a button called, there is a button, let's say load student data or get student information. There is a button. Let's say load. Are you getting my point? So what is the requirement? Don't write in the chat window. Sir, don't write in the chat window. Listen. So what is the requirement? The requirement is very simple. You will write what? Roll number 101. You will click on this load button. What will happen? Automatically the name of the student, the address of the student, mobile number, course, session, fees will be fetched to my text boxes. You got the application requirement? Say yes or no. All of you got the? Now you tell me, you need a software or you need a website? You need a software or you need a website? Why not? Why software? Why not website? Why not website? If you upload these data in the website, sir, the entire world can see, na? Then what you need? You need software or you need website? Look at how would you distinguish? How would you distinguish? Look at, even we don't know what we need. We need software or we need what? Website. Very simple trick I'm giving you. What is the need? What is the need? The need of software or the need of website? I'm telling you, just remember my point. Sir, can you upload a mobile number of a particular student in the entire world? Is it possible? Can you upload the address of a student in the entire world? That means what? It is a client. It is a private data of a client. It is a private data of a client. Say yes or no. It is a private data. Once your data is private, you should always go with what? Software. Are you getting my point? Once your data is what? Private data, you should always go with what? Software. Have you visited some medical shop? So when you take some medicine from the medical shop, then that medicine shop, that shopkeeper is having one laptop or one monitor or not, one CPU or not. From that CPU, that person is generating bill or not. So that bill is what? That bill is coming from the software or website? Software. Are you getting my point? Sir, why software, sir? Because that information in the system for that particular shopkeeper is the private information or public information? Private information. On which price he purchased the medicine, what is the expiry date, okay, what is the margin? These all are private data for that medicine shopkeeper. Say yes or no? Sir, when you go for a restaurant, when you go to eat something from restaurant, okay, so restaurant is generating some bill or not? That bill is a private data or public data? Private data. Okay, are you getting my point? On which price he's selling the dosa, on which price he's selling some items, these are the private information for that restaurant. Say yes or no? Getting my point? So whenever there is a private data, we should always go with what? Software. So what the next point you will add? Have a look. So what the next point you will add? So no need to save. It is also known as what? Software or desktop application. Now you will add next point. What you will add? We should always suggest. Don't write first. Look at. We should always suggest. We should always suggest software. What, sir? Software to our client. To what? To our client. To our client. If the client information is, come on, if the client information is what, sir? Private. Client information is private. You got the point? If the client information is private, we should always prefer what? Software. If the client information is public, we should always prefer what? Website. Now the last point. Now we should always suggest software to our client if the client information is what? Private. Now we can develop what, sir? We can develop softwares. We can develop softwares by using what? By using core Java. By using what? Core Java or what, sir? JSA, Java Standard Edition. Okay, please take this. You are getting each and every point? Perfect. So now you can suggest to anyone that you should go with software or you should go with website. On which criteria? The data is private or data is public. If the data is public, then go for website. If the data is private for your own use, then always go with what? Software. Okay, always go with a software. Done, guys? Okay, have a look. Let's see what is next, sir. Let's say the same client. Assume the same client is coming to you. Same client. Now, what is the requirement of the same client? College is coming, sir. Now the requirement is different. Let's say college wanted to give you what? The name of the college. The name of the what? College. establishment year, establishment year, running courses, what sir? Running courses, affiliation, affiliations. Okay, now fees details, course fee details, course fees details. Now let's say faculty details, faculty details. Are you getting my point? Now tell me, these are the private information or public information? Public information. Now you should go with a website or software. We should always go with a software. Are you getting my point? So now once you will go with a website, look at, once you will go with a website, let me change. Sir, let's see. So don't save. Let's say now we are talking about what? We are talking about web related program. What we are talking about, guys? Web related. Please get the heading web related program. Web related program. Web related program. Have a look. Web related program. Okay, guys. Now have a look. Sir, let's say the program creation is what? Somewhere place. Program compilation is what? Some another place. And program execution is what, sir? Some another place. Let's assume our client is what? Our client is one London college. One college present in London. And we all are what? We all are developer. We are what? We are just developing the website for one college available in what? London. Are you getting my point? So where I will develop the pages, web pages, where I will develop. So I will develop the web pages in Hyderabad or not? Come on, respond. In Hyderabad, suppose my website is developed at Hyderabad location. And where is my server, sir? Where is my database server? Sir, my database server is available in Bangalore. My database server is available in what? Bangalore. So all the pages we developed in Hyderabad and uploaded all the pages to Bangalore server. Server is available where, sir? At which location? Bangalore. So all these pages after developing all these pages, we loaded successfully to what? Bangalore server. And finally, execution is done. What, sir? Execution is done in what? London. Say yes or no? So now you just tell me, look at, sir, this is one system where I have developed all my pages, college pages. This is one system, server system in Bangalore, where I deployed. What is the technical word? Deployed. Where I deployed all my pages. And this is the what, sir? One system available at London, where what? My program is getting execution. Let's say Facebook. Facebook is developed at what? California. Deployed at what? Some server in USA. Now we can execute from our India or not? Say yes or no. So program creation is somewhere, program compilation, deployment is somewhere, and program is some execution is what? Some elsewhere. So when the program creation, compilation, and execution, everything is done in what? Different places, then it is called what? Web related programs. Okay, continue. Look at, write down, if the creation of the program, if the creation of the program, comma, compilation of the program, and execution of the program, everything is done in different places, then it is called web related programs. It is also known as website or web application. We should suggest website to our client if The client information is public. In order to develop websites, we can use JEE, that is advanced Java. That is advanced Java, Java enterprise application. Okay, you got the difference? What is the difference between a standalone program and what is the difference between web related program? Sir, I want to develop one application for my restaurant. So this system is enough or not? In this particular system, I can create, I can compile, and I can what? Execute my program. Say yes or no. But I want to develop one website. I want to develop one website. How many things we require? We need 3 things or not? The first thing is what? To develop. The second thing is what? Server, where I can deploy my pages, where I can deploy my what? Web pages. And third thing is what? The client system. Client could be anything from India, from outside of the India. Client can access my pages or not? Say yes or no. You getting the guys? Okay, fine. What is next? So this is what the difference between what standalone program and web related program. So now you got the idea, sir. What is the purpose of JSE? To develop software. What is the purpose of JEE? To develop websites. What is the purpose of JME? To develop Android applications, mobile apps. Are you getting my point? Mobile apps. Now one more last point. Have a look. Sir, why it is called Java Standard Edition? Look at why it is called Java Standard Edition. Why they have given the name Java Standard Edition? So one can directly, listen, one can directly, after learning this Java Standard Edition, one can directly switch toward Java Micro Edition. Listen my words very carefully. Sir, I want to develop Android application. You need not to learn Java Enterprise application. You need not to learn what? Java Enterprise application. This is the base. Core Java is base for moving in the what? Enterprise field or moving in the what? Android field. Are you getting my point? So this is one standard, one base application, one standard edition. If I want to move in the enterprise field, I want to develop websites, or I want to develop what? Android applications. So one need not to learn what? One need not to learn Java Enterprise Edition if you want to go in the what? Android development field. Directly you can switch from Java Standard Edition to what? Java Micro Edition. That's why the name is what? That's why the name is what? Java Standard Edition. Is it clear, all of you? Java Standard Edition. Now what is next? Listen, what is next, sir? Sir, now you please give the heading Introduction to Java and OOPS concept. Introduction to Java and OOPS concept. OOPS means Object Oriented Programming System. Introduction to Java and OOPS concept. Introduction to Java and what, sir? OOPS concept. Now try to understand. I'm going very slow. Don't worry. Don't rely. I'm too rapid for you guys. It's okay now, all of you. Don't feel nervous with that with the heading part. We will go very slow. Don't worry. So introduction to Java. Just I want to give you some introduction regarding Java, and then we will learn something about OOPS concept. Have a look, sir. Object-oriented what? Programming. There is something called what? Object-oriented programming. So what is object-oriented programming, sir? In a single line, you can give the answer. Listen very carefully. What is object-oriented programming, sir? If you develop the programs. If you develop the programs using class and object, if you develop the programs using what? Using class and object. Sir, I can develop the program using class and object. Those programs are known as what? Object oriented programs. Are you getting my point? Only 2 points you need to remember. Sir, object oriented programming means what? Sir, the programs which we can develop by using what? Class and objects. Those programs are known as what? Object oriented programs. Have a look. Sir, look at it is a methodology. It is a methodology to design programs using what? Class and object. Okay, it is a methodology to design programs using what? Class and object. Now, what is a class? What is object? I will tell you. Right now, we will discuss in more detail. First, you take this one. Object oriented programming. It is a methodology to design programs using class and object. Okay, done. It is a methodology to design programs using what? Class and object. Now have a look. What is a class basically? Yes. Anybody wants to say what is a class? Online, offline guys, can you tell me what is a class? Anybody? What is a class? Tell me. User defined? User defined data type actually. User defined data type. Any more thing? What is a class? Sir, classroom is the best place for making mistakes, not the interview room. Okay, classroom is the best place. So you give the answer. Okay, you stress your mind. What is a class? Collection of objects. That is also correct. Collection of objects. What is a class? Okay, let's see. I am telling you. What is a class? Try to understand. You know, perhaps in the entire core Java, the most important topic is what? Class only. In the entire core Java, the most important topic is what, sir? In the entire core Java, I'm talking. Why? This class is a most important topic because in every program, you write this word. What is that? Class. In every program, you know, in every program, we write this word class. So I want to tell you what is a class. Try to understand. Very, give your full concentration to understand this topic. Class. What is a class? I'm going to tell you. Look at. Try to understand the terminology. Sir, whenever we create a product, I'm not talking about any programming language. I'm talking about the real life object. Listen my words. The next 5 to 10 minutes are very, very important for you guys. So concentrate. Sir, whenever I want to create a product, any product, sir. Any product I want to create. Sir, that product is created 2 times in the real world. Even you want to create a mouse, or even you want to create an aeroplane, doesn't matter. Okay, the products are created how many times? How many times? The products are created 2 times. Sir, how, sir? I'm not getting your voice. I'm not getting your what you are saying, sir. 2 times. Look at, sir, whenever I want to develop something, listen my words very carefully. That's why I told the next 10 minutes are very, very important. So whenever I want to develop a product, the product is created 2 times. First time the product is created in the internal world in our mind. First time it is created in what? In our mind. So one scratch. Let's say, can you imagine your dream house? So when you got a good job, and when you get, after getting your good job, you have a dream house or not? So once you see your dream house, by closing your house, one big house is what you can imagine, a big house or not? Your dream house. One garden is there, park is there. Can you imagine this? So this is what? This is in your virtual environment or physical environment? Virtual environment. This is your dream now. This is your dream. So after getting your job, let's say you have created that house. So once you have created that house is built, then what, sir? It is a physical environment or not? Say yes or no. So one is what? One in your logical thinking. Another one is your, sir, physical thinking. Physical means what? That really exists in the real world. Which really exist in the real world. So any product you tell, sir, that product is created what? 2 times. One in the inner world and one inside the outer world. Okay, so what is a class? Class is a inner world mechanism. What is a class? Class is a inner world mechanism. So whatever we will write a class, that is completely a logical thinking. Are you getting my point? That is completely a what? Logical thinking. Once based on the class, based on that particular class, once we create the object, once we create the object, that object is a what? That object is a physical entity. One is a logical entity, one is a what? Physical entity. Have a look. So in nutshell, what you can say? In nutshell, what you can say, sir, class is a what, sir? Class is a logical entity. What, sir? Class is a logical entity. And what about object? Object is a physical entity which exists in the real world. Object is a physical entity means what? Which exists in the what? Real world. Are you getting my point? Class is a logical entity. Object is a what? Physical entity. But what is a class, sir? What is actually a class? Have a look. I'm telling you. Sir, let's say, listen. Let's say in this Amirpet area, I purchase one land. This is my land. I purchase one particular land in this Amirpet area. Okay. Registry is done, mutation is done, everything is done. Okay. Now here I want to create one hotel, some restaurant I want to create. I want to develop one restaurant. What is my first requirement? What is my first requirement? Sir, if I want to develop one restaurant, what is my first requirement? First I need to visit to civil engineer. First I need to visit to civil engineer. What the civil engineer will do? How the civil engineer will help us? Sir, first the civil engineer will take the measurement of this particular land, and based on the land area, the civil engineer can suggest me 3 or 4 diagrams, 3 or 4 what? Architecture for creating what? Restaurant on that particular building. Say yes or no? Are you getting my point? So that logical, that paper page representation, that logical thinking, that logical representation, that architecture is nothing but what, sir? Class. That architecture is nothing but what? Class. That diagram is nothing but what? A class. Are you getting my point? Now you tell me, you have created a diagram. Any physical, your land occupy any physical thing? Any physical thing occupied by your land? No. Only the diagram is created, na? Only the diagram is created. Only your diagram is ready. Your architecture is what? Ready, sir. Are you getting my point? So that architecture is known as what? Class. Now, based on that architecture, now you created the building. Based on that architecture, you created the building. The building is completed. It becomes object or not? Now it is taking a space or not? You got my point? Okay, so now tell me, this restaurant is created 1 time or 2 times? 2 times. One is in the diagram and another was in the what? In the outer world. Once it is created in the outer world, it will become what? Object. Once it is created in the inner world, it becomes what? It becomes class. Is it clear, all of you? So what is a class? Look at, according to the definition, have a look. I'm telling you. What is a class? Sir, a class is a logical entity, or a class is a, better to write what? Model. A class is a what, sir? Model. Have a look. Model or blueprint. What, sir? Blueprint or template. What, sir? Template. You know the meaning of model? Model. Blueprint, you know. Template, you know. And one more you can do, we can add, sir, prototype. What, sir? Prototype for creating the object. Are you agree with me? Say yes or no. Now you tell me, this is the best definition or not? So what is a class? A class is a model or what? Blueprint or template or prototype for creating the object. Sir, I want to create an object. First I need what? First I need a blueprint. First I need what? I need a blueprint. I need a model. I need a template for developing what? Object. Is it clear, all of you? You're getting my point? Let's see. I'm going to give you one very beautiful story. Okay, so you will get more idea regarding this class. Have a look. Very good story I want to share with you. One real-time story I want to share with you. Guys, have a look. Try to understand. Let's see. So let's say there is an organization. one organization is there, one steel organization is there. What organization, sir? Steel organization is there. One steel organization is there. Now, what this steel organization wanted to do, sir? This steel organization wanted to create one hammer. What, sir? Hammer. You know hammer? Who creates hammer? Who creates hammer in our society? Who, if I want to create one hammer, who creates hammer? Blacksmith. Yes or no? So blacksmith. So this hammer requirement, steel organization required one hammer. So for this hammer, listen, for this hammer, this order is given to what? This order is given to one blacksmith and this order is given to one engineer. Are you getting my point? So sir, one blacksmith. Listen, this story will tell you a lot about what class. Sir, one engineer and one what, sir? Blacksmith. What they are doing? They're creating a hammer. They're creating a hammer. Now, let's see. So what is the approach of creating a hammer? Let's see. Try to understand. Sir, blacksmith took 1 hour time to gather the raw material. To gather the what, sir? Raw material. First, you need to gather some raw iron or not? Some iron you need to gather. So 1 hour time took by blacksmith. Same engineer is also taking what? 1 hour time. Engineer is also taking what? 1 hour time to gather the what? Raw material. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, perfect. Now, next what, sir? Next, blacksmith is taking 2 hours time to boil the liquid. What, sir? To boil the liquid. To boil the liquid. Blacksmith is taking what? 2 hours time. Here, let's say, engineer is also taking 2 hours time to what? To boil the liquid. Is it clear? Say yes or no. Now, blacksmith is taking 4 hours time. Blacksmith is taking 4 hours time. Once the liquid is boiled, to beat and shape. To beat and what? Shape. Beating and providing one shape of hammer. Sir, hammer is ready. Hammer is ready. Look at hammer is ready. Is it clear? Fine. Now, what engineer is doing, sir? Engineer is taking 1 hour time. Have a look very carefully. Engineer is taking 1 hour time to create a die diagram. To create what, sir? Die diagram. What engineer is doing here, look at, engineer is creating one die diagram in a paper, sir. In a paper, engineer is creating something, some die diagram. Are you getting my point? So engineer is created some die diagram. Engineer is created some die diagram. And now let's say engineer is taking 3 hours time. 3 hours time to create the die. Now die is created, sir. To create a what? Die. Are you getting my point? One die is created. One die is created. Getting all of you? Getting? Fine, all of you. So die is created. Now engineer is taking 1 more hour time, one hour time to cast the liquid. To cast the liquid. Are you getting my point? This one, cast the liquid. Some god statue, if you want to create, you are casting in the liquid or not? Say yes or no. Getting my point? So now finally engineer hammer is also ready. Engineer hammer is also ready. Sir, how many times engineer took, sir? Look at 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 1, 8 hours. 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus what? 7 hours. So blacksmith took how many hours, sir? 7 hours. And engineer took how many hours, sir? 8 hours. Who is better? Huh? Who is better? Engineer is better. Who is better? Engineer is better. Have a look. I am telling you. Try to understand how engineer is better. Sir, let's say 10 more hammers order came. 10 more hammers order came. Then blacksmith will go with same approach now. 7 into what? 10. How many hours? 70 hours. Say yes or no. Now what about engineer? Look at engineer has already created this die, sir. Engineer has already created this die diagram. Engineer has already created this die or not? Say respond. Are you getting my point? This is what, this is engineering approach. This is what engineering approach. So suddenly 4 hours is less from the engineer or not? Because already my die is ready. Already my die is ready. What I need to gather the raw material, boil the liquid and cast the liquid to the die. So total time 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 into 10. 40 hours. 4 into 10. How many hours? 40 hours. Are you getting my point? Say yes or no. Is it clear? Now, what is this die diagram? This die diagram is a class. What is that die diagram? Class. Class is a model or not? To create the die, you need a diagram or not? You need a diagram. That diagram is what? Class. What is that hammer? Object. Say yes or no. That die diagram is a class and that real hammer is a what, sir? Object. You got the point? So if we create class, sorry. If you create a class, now you can tell me n number of hammers you can create or not. If you create a class, n number of hammers you can create. Similarly, sir, if you create a diagram, let's say one model of restaurant, from that particular model, n number of restaurants can be created or not. So I have seen my brother home. My brother home is very good. I can copy that home or not? For copying that home, is there any architecture is required? Are you getting my point? So only one diagram is created by the engineer now. Same following the same diagram or not? We all are following the same diagram. Are you clear? Are you getting my point? Okay, perfect. Now you please continue. So please give the heading class. You have already given na class. So first you write down a class is a model. Please write down. A class is a model. A class is a model. It is written, sir. A class is a model or blueprint. A class is a model or blueprint or template or prototype. A class is a model or blueprint or template or prototype for creating the object. For creating the what? Object. Now, what is next? Have a look. For creating the object. Now, next point you please write down. A class is a logical entity. A class is a logical entity. It is a user defined data type. It is a user defined data type where we can write data members and member function. Where we can write data member and member function. Where we can write data member and what, sir? Member function. Is it clear, all of you? Say yes or no. Perfect. Have a look. So let's suppose, listen. So let's suppose, don't save. Let's suppose I want to create, listen, class person. Listen, class person. Sir, this person class will create what? Data member and what? Function. Data member and function. Are you getting my point? Say yes or no. Listen. So this class is designed by whom? Person is the name of the class. This class is designed by whom? We are developing this class, but in real life, this class is designed by whom? In our real life, this class is designed by God. Are you getting my point? This class is where the power of this class power is available with God. So God has a what? Class person. God can define. God can define. Look at, let's say string name. So you go downside, your parents will put your name. This is a property or not? Say yes or no. String name. Then what, sir? String color. White, black, whatever. String color. Say yes or no. These are the properties of a person or not? These are the properties of a person. Sir, int age. So by default, your age is 0. When you go to the downside, your age will start from there only. Okay, int age. Okay, are you getting my point? So these are the properties of a person. Now, what are the functionality? Look at function. What are the functionality? Sir, this person can walk. Say yes or no. This person can walk. Yes, sir. This person can walk. Sir, this person can sleep. Yes, sir. This sleeping is our favorite activity. This person can sleep. So recently I got a message in Facebook or in WhatsApp. So when I wake up 2 a.m., then I feel very happy because still 5 hours I can sleep. When I wake up 7 a.m., then I feel bad because my duties started. So when I feel very happiest moment, when I wake up 2 a.m. and I'm going to sleep, and I can understand the next day is Sunday actually. Okay. So look at, so person, these are the properties, and these are the what functionality or not? Say, come on, say yes or no. These are the properties, and these are what? These are the functionality. Like that, we can have a number of function or not. Now, what? Sir, this is the class created by God. Now God is creating person. Person Ravi it is a new person. Look at, this is how we are creating object in Java actually. Okay, so Ravi is a person or not? Ravi is a person. Similarly, you all are person or not? You all are designed by this class only. Say yes or no. So we all are object or not? We all are object only. We all are what? Object only. Are you getting my point? Similarly, I can design what? This type. Let's say some another example. Let's say example of this fan. I'm taking the example of this fan. Class what, sir? Fan. What are the properties? Int coil. Say coil is available or not? Yes. Say yes or no. Int wings. Int what, sir? Wings. Wings are available or not? Now, can you tell me what is the functionality of this fan? What is the functionality? Start. Start. The fan will switch on. Once the fan will switch on, it will start. And what? Public void. Stop. Once you switch off, fan will what? Stop or stop rotating. Are you agree with me? Now, let's say I'm creating one fan. Fan, sir, Bajaj fan is equal to new fan. Are you getting my point? Similarly, if I want to create one more fan, can we create one more fan? Yes. What we need these properties or not? This is the best example for what? Class. So a class is containing what? Data, member, and what, sir? Member function. So these are the data member. Have a look. These are the what? These are the data member. And these are what? Member function. Here also these are what? Data member. And these are what? Member function. Please take this as an example. Bajaj is one fan. Ravi is a person. Bajaj is a fan. Now you want to take another fan. Let's say you want to purchase Havells fan. You can write fan Havells is equal to new fan. Now in that situation, Havel is a fan. So you can write these are the data members. Or sometimes it is also known as properties. Member function. Or behavior. So Bajaj is a fan and Ravi is a person. Bajaj is a fan, Ravi is a person. Okay, done. Getting all of you? Perfect. Now have a look. Make it fast, please. Okay, have a look. What is next, sir? Object. What is next? Object. Let's say. Look at object. Sir, look at what is the definition actually. Have a look first. Don't write. Sir, an object is a physical entity. What's it? Physical entity. An object is a what? Physical entity. Physical entity. An object is a physical entity which exists in the world. In the real world. Exactly. In the real world. Sir, which exists in the real world. Anything which is existing in the real world, anything which is existing in the real world, it's called what, sir? Object. So object is a physical entity which exists in the what? Real world. So an object has three characteristics. Have a look. An object has three characteristics. An object has what? Three characteristics. What are those? Have a look. The first one is what? First one is what? Look at, I am an object or not? Even this marker is an object or not? Everything physically exists is what, sir? Object. Okay. So the first one is what? ID of the object. Don't write first. Look at ID of the what? Object. Sir, ID means what? Identification of the object. Identification of the what? Object. So identification means what? How would you identify this marker? How would you identify me? My name is my identity or not? My name is my identity. Okay. So how would you identify me? Ravi. That is my name. So this is what? ID of the object. Every object contains ID or not? Chair, fan, projector, laptop, mouse, keyboard, mobile, every marker, every object contains what? Identity. Now what is next? A state of the object. A state of the object. A state is nothing but shape of the object. Shape of the what, sir? Object. So what is the shape of that particular object? Its shape is rectangular. Look at, have a look. This marker shape, rectangular. This, duster shape, this marker shape is cylindrical or not? Are you getting my point? So every object contains shape or not? Even my body has also some shape or not? Say yes or no. This fan, this laptop, this keyboard, this mouse. So every object contains what? Shape of the object. And the third one is very important. What is, sir? The functionality of the object. Functionality of the what? Object. Functionality of the object. Functionality is nothing but what? Behavior. Behavior of the what? Object. What is the behavior? So what is the behavior of this marker? To erase what? Whiteboard. What is the behavior of this what? Marker to write something. What is the behavior of me? What is the behavior of this one? My behavior is what? Teaching, riding bike. moving, sleeping. These are what? My behavior. Are you getting my point? So every object contains what? Three characteristics: identification, shape, and what? Behavior. Please take this. Done. Okay, all of you. So now you got the idea what is the difference between class and object. You can differentiate. Now, what is the next point? Have a look. Sir, next you please give the heading function. Function. Just 5 minutes, sir. Function. Give the heading function. Function. Look at, actually, specifically speaking, if you're specifically speaking about the function, have a look. Sir, this is the symbol of the function. What, sir? Symbol of function. Now you may say, sir, I have seen this is what? Symbol of if condition also. So that's why I'm telling you, specifically speaking, specifically if you talk about a function, sir, this is the symbol of what? Function. Are you getting my point? This is the symbol of the function. Now this function can have two aspects. Listen very carefully. This function can have two aspects. First, this function will contain what? Semicolon. And first, second, what? This function must contain what? Opening of curly braces, closing of what? Curly braces. If a function contains semicolon, then it is called predefined function. What function? Predefined function. If a function open with and close with curly braces, then it is called what? User defined function. You got my point? Predefined function and what? User defined function. Now, what is a function, sir? I'm not getting what is a function. What is a function? What is the use of a function? Have a look. I'm going to tell you. Don't write, just listen. Sir, what is a function? Listen, try to understand. Let's suppose I'm just giving you one example, one real life example. You will get more idea what is a function. Try to understand. Okay, then I will give you two examples. So just 5-minute concept. Let's say, fortunately this Sunday, what, sir? This Sunday there is a special thing. This Sunday our best friend birthday is there. Our best friend birthday is there, and we all are invited for the lunch. Okay, we all are invited for the lunch. So finally, let's say directly I'm going to Sunday. So Sunday we reach to our friend house. Okay, and then the food arrangement is done. The food arrangement is done in what? In terrace. The total food arrangement was done in the terrace. Okay. Now, but that food arrangement was done by what? Some new caterer. Some new caterer was there, and some new caterer was there. So they were making the food arrangement. So let's say, just feel that Sunday, today is Sunday. We all are gathered here for what? A beautiful lunch. Okay. So in the lunch, first of all, what plate came? Listen. Plate came, sir. Some beautiful plate. Some roses are there in the plate. Okay, some roses are there in the plate. Beautiful plate. Okay, then suddenly what happens in this particular plate? Some rice came, sir. Some steam rice. Some hot steam rice. Very good, very nice. So some steam rice came and it's totally hot. Okay, and then suddenly, sir, one person served the chicken. Okay, one person served the chicken. Now what happened when some person served the chicken? We are searching the special piece. That a special piece is there or not. Well, just we are searching the special piece is there or not. Then suddenly what happened? Some person searches. Some person has given some curries upon that chicken. Upon that chicken, some curry is there. One more curry is there. Okay. Then some sweets are there. On the same chicken, some sweets are there. One pickle is there. Everything is mixed. Okay, and then finally they provided one spoon. Sir, please test and tell me how is the test. So now what will happen? Everything will mix up now. The total taste will become what? Waste now. Sir, you know the same thing we are doing, sir. Have a look. The same thing we are doing. Have a look where we are doing. Listen carefully. So the same thing we are doing, we have also one big plate. You know what is the name of that big plate in programming? Void main. Now you start putting everything in the main. Everything, whatever you know, you put everything in the main. Sir, let's say I'm giving you one simple example. Let me change the color. So what we know, sir, we know how to add two numbers, a plus b. Then what? A minus b. Then what? A into b. And a divided by b. Now what will happen? It is a worst approach of writing the program. It is a worst approach of writing the program. Everything you have given in a single plate. Getting my point? Everything in a single plate. It is a worst kind of programming. Sir, what is the better kind of programming? Have a look. So what you will do, you will take a big plate. Yes. This is for a special purpose. Inside that big plate, you are taking what? Some small ball. For what? For addition of two number. Are you getting my point? Okay. Then we have what? Void subtraction. Then similarly, we can have void what? Multiplication. Okay. Let's say a space is not there. And then void what? Division. Can I take like this? So what benefit we will get in this approach? First approach is better or second approach is better? Second approach is better. Listen my words one by one. I'm telling everything we will discuss tomorrow. Don't worry. So the first approach is what? Your program becomes more understandable or not? Say yes or no. You can understand. Okay, this is a chicken plate. This is a curry plate. This is a pickle plate. Say yes or no. So now our program is more understandable. More understandable. Now this is the first point. More understandable. Sir, you got some modularity or not? Modularity means what? Dividing the bigger task into smaller tasks. You remember whenever there is a marriage ceremony or there is a big function in our home, what happened? First of all, our grandfather or grandmother is coming. You do this task. You do this task. The task is divided or not? Automatically the things will become easy or not? Sir, we are also dividing the task. We are also doing the same thing. Have a look. Summation task is divided here. Subtraction task, multiplication task, division task. What will happen? Let's say one person failed. What will happen? If one person failed, nothing will affect. Only one thing is failed. So let's say you are getting an error on the what? Division module. So your addition module, subtraction module, and multiplication module will work or not work? It will work. But if you get a problem here, what will happen? You have to need to entire code. You need to check what? Entire code. Here you need to check only what? One particular division code. Are you getting my point? Last point. Sir, have you ever thought we live in our home now? We live in our home with our parents, with our brother, sister. Yes or no? So why we are providing partitions, sir? Why we are providing partitions in our home? Why we are making expenses? It's just like a cinema hall. So we can see everything is visible. So far away, our mom is preparing some food in the kitchen. It is visible from dining room. Everything is fine. Everything is visible. We are simple family or not? So why we are providing partitions? For privacy or not? For privacy, we are partitioning, even our family, we are providing what? Partitions for our what? Privacy or not? So this module is totally independent with this module or not? Say yes or no. If there is a power problem in this particular room, is there any effect in another room? There is no effect, because this room is totally what? Independent from what? Another room. Are you getting my point? So this is one of the most biggest advantage of writing what? Function in our program. We will see tomorrow. Okay. Thank you all of you.